and quickly realize number. Đến đại đức thắng thịnh, ý thức bác ôi các nhân tiết chúng sanh, đến chuyến nhiều pháp nhân nhau đạo lưu hóa lưu sanh tư lý cố đạo Tao chớ khổ sanh. Homage to blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened.
Nam mô Sa Cho Su Che Do Ye Vela Vedi San Myo Sam Phu To Xie.
Nam mô Sa Cho Su Che Do Ye Vela Vedi San Myo Sam Phu To Xie. Nam mô Tam Đa Tha Tu Ye Đaya Ra Ade Tam Bồ Đà Lô Á. Nam mô Tam Đa Tha Tu Ye Đaya Ra Ade Tam.
The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma, in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom thus someone's true and actual need. Vô đường ngầm tâm vi lưu pháp, Bát thiên vang kiết nam đạo ngộ, ngã kim kiến văn đăng thọ trì, nguyện ngài Như Lai trong thời việt. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, let's go Bodhisattva, Venerable Xinhua, Venerable Bhikshuni, all good advisors, and we took off. Chúng ta Bồ Tát, thưa Địa Tạng Bồ Tát, thưa Thượng Tiên Hóa, thưa Sư Cô, thưa vị trí thức. We're on slide 183. Số 183. We're in the middle of talking about the blessings from creating images of the Buddhas of this particular Bodhisattva. Mình đang đề cập tới cái vấn đề tạo hình tượng của Bồ Tát thì được hưởng những phước gì. First of all, hearing of this Bodhisattva plant seeds. Thứ nhất á, Ngài được cái danh hiệu Ngài Bồ Tát trong cái chủng tử. So that first of all, hearing, to be able to hear his name requires a lot of blessings, which in turn allows you to plant further blessings, which will mature in the future. Muốn được nghe cái danh hiệu Ngài Địa Tạng Bồ Tát không phải là dễ đâu, cần rất nhiều phước. Có phước rồi mới được nghe được danh hiệu, còn có cơ hội để trông được nhiều cái chủng tử để tạo những phước mà có thể thành tựu trong tương lai. Cultivation, folks, is about allowing your seeds to mature. Tu hành có thể nói một cách giản dị, tu hành là mình tạo cái cơ hội để cho những chủng tử của mình thành tựu. Therefore, we need, before you can cultivate, you need, before your cultivation succeeds, you need to have seeds in your system already. Okay? Without seeds, can't succeed. Because cultivation is your teacher, creates the opportunity, helps speed the maturing process of those seeds. Cái người thiện tri thức là những người mà tạo cái cơ hội, tạo cái cơ duyên để cho những cái chủng tử nó thành tựu. Praising, gazing the image, to bow, to recite the Bodhisattva's name, or to make offerings to the Bodhisattva, to make images, results in a retribution. Khi mà mình cúng dường cho Bồ Tát, hoặc là khi mình tán thán Bồ Tát, mình chiêm ngưỡng cái hình tượng của Bồ Tát, hoặc mình lễ Bồ Tát, hoặc là mình niệm danh hiệu Bồ Tát, hoặc mình thì như vậy có một cái quả báo là gì? Báo là mình sanh được 500 lần trong cái cõi trời đạo lần. Your retribution would be 100 different births into the heaven of 33, or Triyastrimsha heaven. Okay? What is meant by 100 births is that, first of all, you born into all other 5 design heavens. And each time, after each of those heavens, you then are born into the heaven of 33. That counts as 1. Okay? And then you do that 100 times. In particular, the nice thing about this is that after all your heavenly blessings expire, you will never fall into the Three Evil Paths. This is why when I was at the City of 10,000 Buddhas, I have a colleague monk who was very concerned about falling into the hells. So he said, I'm so happy of this Earth Store Bodhisattva Dharma because it addresses my needs. It teaches me how the different various dharmas that enable me not to fall into the Three Evil Paths. See, he's a disciple of Nimbo Shenhua. He's extremely concerned about falling into the Three Evil Paths. This is what knowledge, people in the know, do or prize. Sanh 100 lần vào cái cõi trời đạo lần có nghĩa là gì? Là mình sanh trong cái lục, trong cái ngũ, trong cái lục tiên, thì mỗi cái tầng trời đó mình sinh một lần. Okay. Mình sinh vào cõi trời một lần, 5 cõi trời kia một lần. Sau khi một cái chết thì mình sinh vào cõi trời đạo lần, đó tính là một lần thôi. Okay. Thành ra cái hưởng phước nó lớn, nó lâu dễ sợ. Rồi sau 100 lần rồi thì mình mới đọa thì cái đọa đặc biệt của đọa này là mình không bao giờ đọa vào ác đạo. Thì lúc mà tôi còn sa di và Phật Thành tôi có một cái bình mà đi theo thì ông nói với tôi rất thích tu pháp môn Địa Tạng này, tại vì nó cho tôi giải quyết cái nhu cầu của tôi sợ, tôi rất sợ, rất lọt vào cái ác đạo để đệ tử tiến hóa theo học lâu năm, rất là sợ cái ác đạo. Thế người đã có tỷ lệ như vậy. Questions? How much you help? Yes.
Yeah, I was asking about making the Buddha image earlier. Email.
It has been addressed in the Q&A section on the website.
Really?
Yes. So can I defer to that because I don't want to steal my own thunder yet?
Okay.
Cái câu hỏi về vấn đề là làm hình tượng với trên computer điện toán là sao? Thì nói tôi đã trả lời cái phần câu hỏi đó rồi trong phần câu hỏi và trả lời vấn đáp của cái website. Website cái gì là gì nữa? What's website Vietnamese? Okay. Anyway, so it's being reviewed. My answer is being reviewed and approved. Once it's approved, we post it. I know my own website I need to be approved too, so I need to get approval. Tôi nói tôi trả lời cái câu hỏi đó rồi. Bây giờ đang được mấy người chủ nhiệm người ta xét lại để coi nếu ta đồng ý mới cho phép đọc. Alright, yes.
Is that website not up and running yet?
It is up already, right? Can people access it now?
Is that the slideshow?
You need to, not only the slideshow, you get to bli2.pl.org, and Can they simply go in or they need to have a user? Sign up a user? Huh?
It's open to the public.
It's open already.
The only thing that they can do is if they want to create pages or they want to add comments, they can do that until they sign up. But information is there for them to access.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I need to add a Q&A section because I like people to be able to begin to add the questions. Then you can. Okay. So let's do the tab, Q&A tab, and then we have one Q&A already in that section.
Would you repeat the website one more time, please?
BLI 2 T is in Pure
Oh, okay. Yeah.
.org.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
Lúc này như có những người mà có vẽ tranh và ở trong tranh mà những cái hình tượng Bồ Tát hoặc những vị mà có đúc khắc tượng đó, rồi để quá thì những vị đó có phước.
Bức tượng là sao nữa?
Những người mà khắc tượng như ở non nước một cái hòn đá mà khắc trên đá rồi để trong cũng quán chứ không phải là để thờ cúng để bái thì những vị đó có phước không?
Có phước chứ.
Vẽ trên tranh
Cũng có phước. Có phước lớn lắm này. Nhưng đều nó không phước lớn bằng cái người mua. Cái này mình sinh sống, lợi dụng sinh sống, tâm chứ không phải là chân tâm. Nhưng đều cái duyên mà tạo cái hình tướng để cho người khác tôn thờ phước nó lớn. Đều uống đầy đủ phước không được bẹt rồi.
còn nói thì nói mình là đảnh lễ Bồ Tát là có phước thì bất cứ vị Bồ Tát nào.
Bất cứ Bồ Tát. There are two questions. She said because this happens a lot in Vietnam. Vietnam, you go back to Vietnam, you can buy images of the Bodhisattvas and the Buddhas very cheap, and very well made too. Some are very, very well made, very cheap. So she said, "What about those craftsmen? Do they have any blessings?" I said, "Yes, they do. They do have a lot of blessings, because they're creating images for people, they enable people to venerate. So that you're creating conditions for these kind of seeds. But unfortunately, they're not as great as those people who buy those images for the temples or for themselves. Okay? Because it's an offering to the triple jewel. Whereas the other craftsmen are the ones who are making a living off the triple jewel. Okay, that's the catch. If you make money off the triple jewel, then your blessings is not as complete as it could be. Một bên là lợi dụng tam bảo, một bên là giúp đỡ tam bảo, cũng như tam bảo. And the second question she asked was that what's the second question? Anyone remember? Oh yeah. Oh, my old age. What about bowing to this Bodhisattva? Is it the same as bowing to the Buddhas and the other Bodhisattvas? Yes, it is. Okay, this sutra is not meant to say that you better bow to me and not bow to the other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Basically says, documents the fact that if you bow with a sincere mind to the great Bodhisattvas, you have a lot of tremendous benefits. Lots of blessings. Okay? Any other questions? Yes?
What's the... It says you never fall into three evil paths. How does it work? Is it like you will never do evil things so you won't fall into evil paths? Or if you're gonna fall into evil paths, the Earth Store Sutra will automatically prevent you from falling by doing something?
That's a tough one. Không rớt vào tam bảo rồi, nhưng sao không nhận mình không bao giờ rớt vào hoặc là mình rớt xong mà Bồ Tát cho cứu. I really don't know, to tell you the truth, because this is his job, not mine. Because he says that if you make offerings to my images, you never fall into the Threefold Path. I didn't make the promise, so I wouldn't know how to do it. Tôi hỏi là tôi không biết trả lời sao, tại vì cái này là cái lời của Bồ Tát giảng cho tôi biết. Cái là chuyện Bồ Tát làm. Đại Bồ Tát nói bây giờ nếu mình làm những cái hình tượng như vậy thì không bao giờ rất là tam đọa và tam ác độ. Thì cái này là bài học Bồ Tát giảng cho mình biết về hứa, đại khái là hứa cho mình. Thì cái này việc Đại Bồ Tát là tôi biết được, tôi đâu có dám giảng đâu. Okay, so I don't know. I can give you my interpretation. That's the best I can do. Okay, I cannot speak for him, basically. Tôi không dám nói với Bồ Tát, tôi không dám mạo danh Bồ Tát, dạng nghĩa là cái Bồ Tát nói có nghĩa là thế là tôi hiểu cái cảnh giới của Đại Bồ Tát quá lớn thì tôi không hiểu được. Nhưng để tôi thể đoán được. Okay, đó là hết sức của tôi rồi đó. I see it as this means that you are creating blessings so that these are the seeds in your system, so that should you are in the danger of falling to the threefold path, these seeds will then mature, and then help you, prevent you from falling. Okay, that's what I see. That's how I see it. So, for example, maybe you today, this lifetime, you buy an image of a Bodhisattva. Let me translate in Vietnamese before I forget. Okay, what I just said. Like today, after the class, I started talking to Janice about the fact that she sent me an email a couple of weeks ago asking me about one of her friends. And I made her wait for 2 weeks because I want to see whether it's just a whim of hers or it's just she was really sincere in wanting to help her friend. So once I'm convinced that she's sincere, then today I started to explain to her how she could help her friend. So I gave her a Dharma, which I explained for the first time. I always had no plans to. I have no idea what I'm going to say to her today, really. But I explained things to her, and a few people happen to be there. But I hope that you remember that, and someday you explain it to the rest of them when you die.
We wrote it down.
You wrote it down, okay. My Dharma is really last for the moment, that's it. That's all I have. Cái tôi nói cái phần này là cái khi mà mình cúng dường cho Đại Bồ Tát này thì mình tạo những cái chủng tử trong tiềm thức mình, nó có sẵn không? Mình tạo. Thì một khi mình có tạo những phước như vậy rồi, trong tương lai á, mà mình sắp đi đọa thì những cái chủng tử nó sẽ được thành tựu, nó sẽ giúp mình thoát khỏi bị đọa. Okay, so that's part of your makeup now. You have those seeds in you now that will help you prevent you from falling. Một khi nó vào chủng tử rồi, đó là cái của mình, cái phước của mình. Okay. So for example, this lifetime you may be buying an image of this Bodhisattva. Okay, let's say you offer the image of the Buddha and Bodhisattva to the Triple Jewel. So you planted the seeds. Okay. Chẳng hạn như trong cuộc kiếp này mình cúng dường cho Tam Bảo một cái hình tượng của Bồ Tát hoặc hình tượng của Phật. Okay. So you have those seeds in your system, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you started doing a lot of creating a lot of objects. Rồi xong mình quay lại mình tạo nghiệp, mình thoải mái mà tạo nghiệp, mình tạo nghiệp còn ác nghiệp rồi. So maybe let's assume that buying and offering this Buddha image is the only good thing you ever did in this entire lifetime. Okay, càng như cuộc đời mình cúng dường cho Tam Bảo cái hình tượng của Phật Bồ Tát này là việc tiền duy nhất mình làm trong cuộc đời. Còn cuộc đời còn lại của mình còn tạo nghiệp không. What do you think is going to happen to you by the time you die? Quý vị nghĩ chuyện gì xảy ra khi mình chết? Chuyên môn làm chuyện ác cả đời thôi. Huh? Most likely you fail, you fall, big time, right? Thì chắc có nghĩa là phần lớn đó, có thể chắc chắn mình sẽ rớt, mình sẽ đọa, mình tạo một ác nghiệp không. So my claim is that with the good deeds that you made for offering a Buddha image this lifetime, when you die, okay, you'll be rescued. Something good's going to happen to you. Tôi đoán là tôi nói là mặc dù như vậy, nhưng đều tạo cái thiện nghiệp như vậy. Khi mình chết, tôi nghĩ đó mình sẽ được. Because why is that? Because it's simply I have no proof of that, only my faith in Bodhisattva. Tôi không có bằng cớ hết. Tôi chỉ nói như vậy trong cái lòng tin của tôi thôi. Tại vì nếu Đại Bồ Tát nói như vậy, thì Đại Bồ Tát sẽ tới cứu. Because I really believe in my heart that if this Bodhisattva, this Shakyamuni Buddha, took the time, the effort to put it down, black and white, explain to us, okay, then I believe it. Tại Phật Thích Ca giảng như vậy là tôi thích. Yes.
The Venerable Shunyuan, the artwork and the images that he drew, is that what is meant by making images?
Yes, but unfortunately, hỏi là những cái hình tượng của Ngài Tuyên Hóa nó sao? Phải chỉ có đó là những hình tượng, cái ý nghĩa là hình tượng. Yes, they are Buddha images of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in general. However, he's not Earth Store Bodhisattva. Be careful. Okay, Earth Store Bodhisattva is a very special Bodhisattva. He's one of the big four. Ngài Tuyên Hóa là trường hợp khác, là Ngài Tuyên Hóa không phải là một trong 4 đại Bồ Tát của bên Đại thừa. Okay? What he's meant here is that it's not only restricted to me, but it could also to the other Bodhisattvas of my level. Okay, cái đó là cái kinh này đó, Phật Thích Ca giảng là cúng những hình tượng của Phật để Bà Bồ Tát có những cái gọi những phước này, là tại vì dùng những cái ngài Địa Tạng Bồ Tát là trường hợp rất là đặc biệt. Ngài Địa Tạng Bồ Tát là một trong 4 vị đại Bồ Tát ở trong Phật giáo này, thành có những cái phước lớn như vậy. Còn ngài Hậu Thượng Tuyên Hóa không phải là Địa Tạng Bồ Tát. Rõ ràng như vậy. Is it clear? Am I offending anyone who thinks that the Tuyên Hóa is a Buddha? No, he's not. Okay?
No, but does he get benefit from doing that?
Yes, of course. You make an offering to the Venerable Shenhua. That means that you're creating seeds into his Dharma. You're creating blessings into his field of blessings. Okay? So if you make the image of him like that, that enables people to venerate him and understand, study his Dharma. So you're planting seeds into his field of blessings. Therefore, you have those types of blessings. Okay? But it's a different field of blessings from that of Earth Store Bodhisattva. Is it clear? Rõ ràng như vậy, khi tạo những hình tượng cái Ngài Tuyên Hóa thì mình nên cúng dường như Ngài Tuyên Hóa, thì mình cúng dường vào cái phước điền của Ngài Tuyên Hóa. Nhưng điều phước điền của Ngài Tuyên Hóa không phải, nó khác với phước điền của Ngài Địa Tạng Bồ Tát. Questions? Yes.
Is it that means that if you just buy some theoretics and then you're going to be saved, that's really easy. Is there, I mean, so when you buy it, you have to be really sincere, or you should go and buy it and then you save, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the part that we kind of deliberately omit to tell you. because you don't want to hear it anyway. Cái ông này cũng dữ quá. Bắt đầu có chi lệ rồi. Xong nói bây giờ nếu như dễ quá mình vì ai cũng làm được mình thảy vài đồng, mình thảy 100 triệu xong mình mua cái tượng xong mình đi mình tha hồ mình phá. Thì như vậy thì nó hơi lủng củng, cái logic nó hơi lủng củng. Anh tôi mới nói là thiệt ra là mình thiệt ra nó có một phần tôi làm lơ không nói, tại vì quý vị cũng muốn nghe sự thật là nhưng mà nói sự thật có cái gì không thích nghe. What happened is that the answer is that you are right. This happens if you do it with utmost sincerity. Okay? If you casual and you say, I just made a lot of money on the bank failures. Okay? You're a hedge fund manager. You have a lot of money. And now you say, okay, let me throw a few $1 million and buy a temple, buy some Buddha images and Bodhisattva images, and then that way I can be saved. It doesn't work like that. Okay, with that kind of mindset, your blessing ain't that much. Nhưng giàu có tiền quá đi, bây giờ nó thôi bây giờ mình thảy tiền ra mình cúng cho mua đại cái chùa, mua đại cái hình tượng Bồ Tát này Phật này. Để sau này cái gì mình phải là rất tam ác độ. Với cái tâm như vậy nè, cái phước của mình nhiều. We really couldn't, yeah. The fact of the matter is that you have blessings, but not that many blessings. Okay, you have a lot of seeds, okay, but the seeds are not a good quality. They can't mature as easily. Thì phước thì có đó, nhưng mà phước không bao nhiêu, không nhiều lắm. Chủng tử thì có đó, nhưng mà chủng tử không phải là tốt, khó mà thành thực. It takes a while. It takes much harder for those inferior seeds to mature to prevent you from falling. Okay? And vì chủng tử nó gọi là còn không phải là tốt, thành ra nó khó thành thục. Okay? Any other questions?
So what you just said before is, you know, if you believe, if you have the seed, if you fall, then the seed's gonna come and then you will be saved.
I believe it,
right,
for myself.
But if the seed is not good quality, it's not gonna be on time, so you're gonna go down.
Right. It depends on the seeds. Okay. Thành hồi nãy cứ nói chỉnh lại cho tôi, đệ tử tôi chỉnh lại. Hồi nãy thầy nói cái chủng tử của thầy đó, dạ đúng rồi, không phải là ai chủng tử ai giống nhau đâu, chủng tử loại xoàn thì nó cũng rớt như được. Còn tôi cá nhân tôi tin như vậy. Nếu tôi trồng, nếu mà tôi có tiền tôi mua hiện tượng Bồ Tát, tôi cúng cho tôi biết cũng rớt. Alright, so if I have the money, I buy the Buddha images, then I really believe I will fall. Yes.
Is it I don't know how to say this, is it more to have purchased it, or is it equally as much to be given as a gift?
No, it's your mind in doing it.
Okay, so someone gives you the Buddha and then why?
You just want to make an offering of this Buddha image. Okay. With the best that you have to offer. That's the best kind of seed you are able to generate for yourself. At this stage. Samadhi matters, my dear. Sincerity directly proportional to your samadhi level. So it's not that easy. But then people don't want to hear. At least they plant seeds for them to seeds of belief. Yes.
Yeah, you said sincerity is directly proportional to samadhi.
Yes, sincerity is directly proportional.
Yeah, because sometimes I notice it's easier to be more sincere in the temple. Like,
Yes. Why is that?
because you're
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me translate the Vietnamese first. That's a real good one. Quan trọng là một cái thành tâm thôi. Không phải tiền, không phải khốn. Okay? Mà cái thành tâm mình giúp mình cúng dường cái tâm mình. Thành tâm giúp hết sức của mình. Thì cái đó là cái chuẩn tử mà tốt nhất mình có thể tạo được. Sức này tiền đó thôi. Ok? Mình không cần biết mình bỏ bao nhiêu tiền. Cái tiền không quan trọng. Quý vị tưởng tượng, nếu quý vị tưởng tượng mà Phật Bồ Tát mà nghĩ là cái ông nào cũng cho mình 1 triệu thì mình thương ông hơn, mình nâng đỡ hơn người mà bận có nông như cỡ mày mình đâu có đủ tiền đâu, làm sao mà tu nổi. So don't think like the Buddhism has this secret agreement among themselves. And let's help the richer guys first, the millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires first, and we give a special treatment. It doesn't work like that. If that's the case, then left for people, beggars like us, we have no chance, cultivation whatsoever. Okay, it's all sincerity, folks. Okay. Thành cái thành tâm á, nó liên quan rất là chặt chẽ với là cái trình độ định lực của mình. Nó chạy vô được đấy, tu như tu mà cuối cùng nó phải lọt vào cái định lực. Nghe, thành mình định lực càng cao, cái thành tâm càng cao, tưởng tượng nó càng tốt. Okay. So what was that point again?
Why is it? It's easier to be more sincere.
Sau này mới nói, ủa, tại sao đến như vậy? Tại sao tôi để ý tôi vào chùa tôi còn nhiên có vẻ như là tôi dễ cái thành tâm hơn. Tôi mới hỏi tại sao vậy? I asked, open the floor to all of you. Why is that? Tại sao? Come on, speak up.
Can you repeat the question?
Question is that, then how come he noticed that it's easier for him to be sincere when he's at the temple, not in any temple?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right? Is that true?
Master Chungwa's temple.
Okay. Not all his temples. Nói không phải vào chùa nào giống nhau đâu. Nói chùa ngày hòa thượng Viên Mắt mà chùa hòa thượng là không phải chùa nào cũng dễ đâu, cũng dễ thành công đâu. Isn't that true?
You mean not all his temples?
Not all his temples. You show, for example.
I've never been there.
I went too many times.
Oh.
Don't like it. Never cared for it. I just name a few. Watch this one.
So then the sincerity has to come within you, not where you are.
Huh?
Sincerity has to come from you, not where you are.
No, you're wrong. Okay, so why is that?
With the environment, like if you have affinity with like somebody that you go to somebody easier at that moment, then maybe that increase your sense.
No, what is it?
Is it because there are sincere cultivators there?
Yeah.
Isn't it because it depends on the American virtue, the people cultivating the assembly. When you go there, the weaker ones borrow the light from the stronger ones. So you
they piggyback on
It's a free ride.
Yeah. It's a
And
free
actually,
ride.
you're actually with the cultivators, you're really strong. You're compelled as soon as you see them.
Yeah.
You just like, okay, straighten up. All the bad behavior is kind of like a bad kid goes.
It's like riding a bike. You know those bike racers. when they're in the same team, they send a guy going first, and then they have a guy go right behind it, so that the second guy is saving his strength and energy. Okay, and they keep on taking turns. Like
The lead guy takes off the resistance.
Cái yếu điểm là gì? Là cái chỗ mà cái người có người thành tâm trong tu hành, nên cái chỗ đó mình dễ thành tâm. Cái chỗ mà người ta không thành tâm tu hành, vào đó cúng gì cúng, làm gì làm, không cách nào thành tâm, mình cũng cột vào người ta. Em ví dụ như người ta đua xe đạp, thì trong cái kiếp này có người đi trước, hẳn người đi trước, xong người mới bị phía sau bị sát ra phía sau để qua bị gió nó cản, thì như mình đỡ tốn sức, mình đôi khi thì mình lợi dụng những người đi trước. So what happens ultimately boils down to is that you are benefiting from you receiving help from others. Okay, others have strong samadhi level than you, therefore it's easy for you. It's easy for you to be sincere. Thành vào đó gặp người khác, tôi chung với người khác, mình không thua người ta cao, mình lợi dụng cái sức không thể thành. This is why the great assembly dharma is very very powerful. Vì vậy cái pháp đại chúng nó quan trọng như vậy, là mình vào với đại chúng là tự nhiên mình được hưởng, nhưng không cần nói gì hết. As soon as you join the great dharma assembly, as long as you are sincerely wishing to cultivate, then you do. Right? Right? What? I'm not going to let you get a chance to correct me again. Cái pháp đại chúng hay lắm, tại vì nếu nhập đại chúng với cái tâm là muốn tu, muốn tiến bộ, thì mình sẽ được hưởng. Tôi nhắc ước là lần này không sửa tôi được đâu. Mình muốn thành tâm tu thì sẽ được hưởng. Còn vào cái thầy nó là tôi là I'm hot, I'm important, I'm rich, I'm smart and all that. Yeah, you can join the assembly as long as you want, as often you want. You won't get as much out. Okay, that's the key. That's the secret of cultivation. But you guys keep on trying out all my secrets. I'm going to run out of secrets very soon. Thì biết rồi đó, cái đó bí mật của tu hành là chúng đó. Đừng nói mà cứ moi, mấy người cứ moi bí mật tôi hết, bữa nào tôi hết bí mật là tôi không giảng nữa, hết gì rồi giảng. Okay, any other questions, comments? Slide number 2 for today. Slide 184. This slide số gì ngày hôm nay? Manjushri, indescribably many aeons ago, during the time of Buddha named Lion Spring, complete 10,000 practices. Thus come one. Earth Store Bodhisattva was an elder's son. On seeing that Buddha adorned with 1,000 blessings, the elder's son asked what practice and vows had enabled him to achieve such an appearance. And thus come one said, if you wish to perfect such a body, throughout long aeons, you must liberate living beings who are undergoing suffering. It corrected by itself. Amazing. Văn tu xíu lợi, Địa Tạng đại sĩ trong quá khứ lâu xa, bất khả thuyết kiếp trước là một vị đại trưởng giả tử. Thời ấy có Đức Phật xuất hiện danh hiệu là sư tử phấn tấn, cụ túc vạn hành Như Lai. Vị đại trưởng giả tử thấy tướng hảo của Đức Như Lai ấy ngàn phước trang nghiêm, hỏi ngài đã làm hành nguyện gì mà được tướng hảo như vậy. Đức sư tử phấn tấn cụ túc vạn hành Như Lai dạy rằng, muốn đắc thân thể như vậy thì phải độ thoát nhất thiết thọ khổ chúng sanh, trải qua trường viện kiếp. I want to thank Danny because he saved me today. Ngày hôm nay cái ông giúp tôi lớn. Because this morning I picked him up from his home on the way here, we commuting this morning, sáng nay đi xe chung, xe chung, ghé nhà, thả đi máy điện toán để đi sửa, chở ông tới đây. And we talked about things, and then I mentioned that I discovered inaccuracy in English text. Tôi mới nói chị mới nói là cái văn của bên tiếng Anh đó, nó có trật cái chỗ là chữ giả từ. So the inaccuracies I taught in Chinese, this refers to the elder, not elder son. So I made the corrections in English already. Thành tôi mới tưởng đâu là cái văn là trưởng giả chứ không phải trưởng giả tử, là tôi sửa tiếng văn tiếng Anh. So we talked about it, and I realized that this morning he then checked he checked the seed data source and found out it's really elder son, not just elder. So he saved me from committing an offense against the Buddhist text. Okay, because I introduced the inaccuracy in the text, which means I have undergone the retribution for it. So you saved me. But thank you. Appreciate it. It's a small thing, but I don't know. Maybe someday my save my skin on these days. Tôi cảm ơn ông tại vì ông giúp tôi, tại vì một khi mà tôi làm giúp cho tôi là xúc phạm những cái kinh điển như vậy thì cái tội đó hơi nặng. Đem cái kinh mình cắt tội nặng đấy. And giúp tôi lớn. So I really appreciate it. You really saved my skin today. See, I do get lucky every now and then. Not always bad things happen to me. Nhiều khi mình cũng thế, lúc nào mình cũng toàn chuyện xui xảy ra. Okay, text talks about an elder. Okay. The pháp trưởng giả. Okay. The elder in the sutra, the Mahayana text, carries 10 different connotations. Cái trưởng giả nó có 10 ý nghĩa khác nhau. Cái pháp trưởng giả trong đại thừa có 10 ý nghĩa khác nhau. You cannot be called an elder unless you have all these 10 characteristics, all 10 of them. Okay? Có 10 cái này đi. Honorable name. Okay? Học quý, meaning that you, either the emperor's descendants or you belong to distinguished families like the Kennedys and so on, the Clintons and so on, or the Bushes and so on. Okay? Họ quý nghĩa là gì? Mình hoặc là dòng dõi của những hoàng đế, hoặc là những cái gia đình mà họ cao quý, nổi tiếng, như Mỹ này, như họ Kennedy hoặc Bush, Clinton, ví dụ. Number 2, high position. Vị cao. Vị cao nghĩa là gì? They are high officials. Vị cao là những cái quan lớn trong triều. Chẳng như so in this day and age, there might be like cabinet members, ministers, secretaries of state. Okay, that's considered a high position. Như thời điểm này thì như trong những cái những vị cao cấp hoặc trong chính quyền, những người mà làm việc ngay thẳng với tổng thống, như thủ tướng kiểu như. Number 3, great wealth. Okay, đại phước, không phải đại phước. Okay, great wealth. Great wealth here means, great wealth here is very precise meaning. Cái đại phước này nó có rất rõ ràng. Đại phước này có nghĩa là mình phí phạm không thể tưởng. meaning you are so extravagant. So extravagant. Not only rich, but you have to be so extravagant. Giàu không? Của cải không? Của cải ai không có hết. Cái người có đến cái độ người ta dám phí phạm của cải họ. Give an example. In China, there's this guy who made a lot of money. Ngày xưa có cái tàu, có cái ông kia, ông thương gia giàu dễ sợ. Làm ra tiền như là nước. So back then he would buy these sandal. You know what I'm talking about? This precious gem called sandal, one of the 7 jewels. Hồi xưa là san hô nó quý dễ sợ. You know, nowadays you go to the Buddhist store, you buy those sandal, those beads made of sandal. They're very expensive. It's a seashell. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, you Chinese people?
I heard that.
You know what I'm talking about? They're very expensive. They're very expensive seashell, very rare. Cái san hô là cái loại vỏ ngoài của tôm cua đó, gọi là vỏ biển, thành nó quý lắm, nó rất là mắc tiền. So this guy is having a life, the sandal, okay, these type of seashells, and he bought the best kind he could find. They're so expensive, incredibly expensive. They're very expensive. Tại ông mua cái loại san hô vừa lớn vừa rất mắc tiền. So he was so proud of it. That's his way of collecting, let's say, the Mona Lisa or something. Okay? Giống như là thời buổi nay mà mua một cái bức tranh cổ rất quý và rất đắt tiền. That's his equivalent. Okay? So he would call on to a guy who also known throughout the country as the richest guy, the richest man on earth. Okay? Người ta mới quen, mới tới viếng thăm một cái người khác nổi tiếng, đại giàu nhất của thế gian. So he went there and talked, and then he said, you know, today I just bought some sandal. I'm very, very happy with this. So all these sandals, you see, how huge this thing is. Okay, ông mới tới nói chuyện thời gian cũng lòng khoe, tới phải khoe, giàu phải khoe nữa. Mình mua được cái sandal này rất là quý, thấy nó lớn, đẹp, quý. You know what a rich man does? The rich man says, let me see. Ông giàu nhất rồi. Để tôi qua, chụp tôi qua. Nice. Đẹp quá. You know what happened? Không sao? Lọc nát rồi. Cái vỏ mà thôi, sao even though it's just a seashell, okay, even though very rare, but it can be destroyed. So the other guy, the second richest guy said, how could you, you know how much it cost me? Okay, ông kia ông mới giàu, trời cái nổi điên, trời đất ơi, ông điên khùng cái sao kia nó mắc gì vậy sợ, mua không được nữa. And I said, don't worry. The richest man said, don't worry, follow me. He brought him back to his library and showed him a bunch of sandals and said, you pick any of those. They're much better than yours.
Are they elder?
He's only one of the 10. You know, you have to have all 10. Ông mới dẫn cái bình đó ra sau vào cái thư viện nó thấy san hô thôi, chọn cái nào cái này nó quý hơn cái ông. Extravagance. You have to be like that. You see, you guys say, it's crazy. How could you destroy a gem, right? I mean, such waste. No, when you are so rich that you have to live with such extravagance, that is called great wealth. Yeah. Thành cái vị mà ngồi đó mà nghe tôi kể chuyện của nó vẫn còn tiếc, đứng với cái san hô cái quý đó là cái gì chưa phải là đại cước. Đại phước là phải biết phung phí một cách thoải mái, và phải phung phí. Yeah, you have to waste before, be very wasteful before you call to have great fun. Okay, so far so good.
I think it's called coral.
Yeah, coral.
Oh, it's not shisha, it's a coral reef.
Right, thank you. Yeah, it's coral reef. Yeah, probably alive too.
The fish swim around it.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. You put them that on the Buddha image, it really adorns the ground. I saw one. In the Thailand. Okay. Number 4, awesome reputation. Uy mạnh. Awesome reputation here refers to the fact that they do not have to put on a facade. They do not have to make pretenses. They do not have to go like this for you to be in awe. It happens naturally. You meet with them, so like you meet with the Buddha, you know. Cái y mạnh là tại vì không phải là mình phải gồng mình để người ta sợ người ta nể. Nó cách tự nhiên ta nể mà. Ok, những dài như những người mình gặp Bồ Tát, đại Bồ Tát mới là mấy đại sư gặp cái buổi mình nể. Not the same kind of fear that you would have, let's say, that you meet with some of her colleagues. Okay? Though the bounce off is just like this, because the kung fu is not that high. Okay? This comes from it happens naturally, much lower, okay, much deeper level. Okay? So that's why when you cultivate right, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to look at me, look how strong I am. Respect me, like me. You don't have to do it.
Or you recite the sutra, respect Earth Store Sutra.
Yeah, or you recite a mantra.
Oh,
Mantra.
mantra too.
It's the same thing. Okay. Thành ra không cần làm cái gì cuộc quả. Number 5, deep wisdom. Trí thần nghĩa là gì? Trí thần. Tại sao gọi là trí thần? Trí thần có nghĩa là mình có thể giải quyết những vấn đề một cách đẹp không? Okay. What's deep wisdom? Your problem solving capabilities, folks. If it isn't a problem you can't solve. It isn't a problem you can't face. It's called deep wisdom. Okay? Number 6, advancing years. Niên kỳ. Kỳ có nghĩa là 70 tuổi trở lên, gọi là kỳ. Cái này là chữ Hán. Kỳ có nghĩa là 70 tuổi. Dưới 70 tuổi chưa phải là kỳ. Okay. Dưới 70 tuổi gọi là con nít. Okay. English translation lost a lot. And yin qi here in Chinese means 70 years and above before you become a qi. So you have to have a certain number of years in your body before you have this number 6 advancing years. Okay, you have to be 70s or above. Okay? So, but more than that, more than physical, it also carries the connotation of people respect paying respect to your seniority. I know maybe it's a bad word for some, but people respect you in your ways, in your elder ways. Okay, respect you for your age and for your years. Okay. Nó niên kỳ là có nghĩa là người ta gặp mình, ta tôn trọng người trưởng thành, người đã lớn tuổi. Okay. That comes naturally again. Là tự nhiên. Number 7, pure conduct. Okay. Pure conduct. Cái hành trình là gì? Hành trình có nghĩa là cái chữ tàu có nghĩa, nó có nghĩa là giống như cái ngọc mà không bị cái vết kim cương, không bị cái vết than, cái ngọc không bị cái vết đen. Okay. Alright, so the pure conduct here in Chinese has the analogy of jade, a piece of jade that is perfect, that doesn't have any flaw. Or you will nowadays, you ladies, or a stone, a diamond stone, without any carbon, without any impurities. Okay. So that is about pure conduct. Meaning that your precept substance is superb. Có nghĩa là cái giới thể mình rất tốt. Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Is that related to the one chapter in Abhidhamma?
Yes.
It's that chapter.
It's related.
Oh, okay.
That chapter has yet to be explained the proper way.
It's very short, right?
Oh, it's beautiful. But the way Master Srinivas explained it, or the way I heard it explained it, it's not that good yet. Because it's a beautiful chapter. Cái ông này hay lắm. This guy is something else. This hay, ông nói là trong cái kinh pháp hốt, kinh Hoa Nghiêm có một phẩm, một cái phẩm tinh thần. Cái này có liên quan tới cái này đó. Ông nói là cái phẩm này hay, là cái phẩm này là từ đầu đến cuối Phật chỉ giảng này, lúc mà làm cái này tụng mấy chú này, làm cái này tụng mấy chú, làm cái nọ này tụng mấy chú kia. So from beginning to end of this chapter, the pure conduct chapter of the Earth Sutra, in this chapter, the Buddha says it's a pure conduct chapter, meaning that when you engage in this particular situation, recite this mantra. When you are in that different situation, recite another mantra. And so it explains from one mantra to the next. And such a beautiful chapter. Anyway, someday when I understand more, I explain it to you. Okay. Thật ra cái phẩm nó hay dễ sợ, phải giảng cái cách mà họ ngày tiêu hóa này giảng thì vẫn chưa rõ. Cái từ buổi nào có cơ hội khi mình giảng sẽ có hay cái tinh thần hay dễ sợ. Okay, so that's that part. That would be that particular chapter. You do that, it will give you, will you help you perfect this pure conduct Dharma very quickly. So that's the answer to the question. Thành ra để mình tu theo cái pháp, trong cái pháp kinh Hoa Nghiêm đó, thì mình đạt được cái phần thứ 7 này là cái tinh thần rất là lẹ, hoặc tất cả cái pháp tinh thần rất là lẹ hơn. Okay. Number 8, well respected, lễ vị. Có nghĩa là mình biết thứ tự, mình biết lễ phép. Vì vậy người khác mình kính trọng, mình kính phục, mình kính trọng. Okay. Thường là kính trọng là biết có những phần, biết cái lễ, biết cái gì, biết cái phép. So what happened is that well respected meaning here that you understand the protocol. All the protocols, the proper protocols. Okay? Because of that, okay, people respect you. Okay? Any questions? Praise by superior number, yes. Yes.
I'll wait until you finish this slide.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I haven't started yet. No, I can't forget.
Yeah, from talking about those qualities, is that usually the case that they are like the bodhisattva's transformation into helper? No.
Cái này là phải là những người này là những người hóa thân Bồ Tát đúng không? Okay. Any other questions? Praised by superiors. Oh, this should be really thượng tác. Có nghĩa là sao? Thượng tác có nghĩa rằng là ngay cái người cao hơn mình là phải nói là anh này có triển vọng. Okay. Có nghĩa là sao? Cái họ nghĩ là họ thấy được mình một ngày nào đó sẽ đúng bằng cái trình độ họ. So what it means, praised by superiors? It means that those who are higher than you, higher status than you, higher level than you, look at you and say, someday he has the potential, he or she has the potential to be at the same level as him. Progressing on. Okay? So you're on the right tracks. Thì đúng đường, tôi đúng đường. Okay? That's important to know, isn't it? Thấy mình đúng đường, thấy yên tâm nha. Nó quan trọng. And number 10, take refuge by subordinate take refuge underneath you. Là người mà dưới mình là tới hạ quy, là tới nương tựa. Okay? And then, not only are you respected and recognized by those above you, those below you see you as a role model as well. Okay? Là người thứ thấp hơn mình, quay theo mình, muốn nói theo mình. That's why you're an elder. So all these 10 characteristics, if you have all 10, then you're considered elder. So this is not meant to say this is a standard very high, that is unreachable, that can only be reached by bodhisattvas then. It's meant to say that if you are cultivating his Dharma, these are 10 different kinds of facets, aspects of the cultivation of the Dharma you need to address. Okay? Cái này không phải có nghĩa là mình phải hóa thân Bồ Tát, mình cái pháp của hóa thân Bồ Tát không đâu. Cái pháp này có nghĩa là mình muốn làm trưởng giả, thì cái pháp trưởng giả mình phải cần tu 10 cái khía cạnh khác nhau của pháp. Any questions?
Cái trưởng giả này á, là cái này con nghĩ là 10 cái hạnh này trong vị trưởng giả có đủ hay là chỉ một trong 10 thôi?
10 cái đều phải có. Đủ. Cái pháp có gì như vậy? This is the standard. This is the gold standard for an elder, which is no one is able to come up to par nowadays. Tại buổi này không ai được nói. Ngày xưa đây, ngày xưa muốn vào trưởng giả, cái gọi là hàng cấp trưởng giả cũng phải. Okay. Bây giờ đụng mấy thầy cô đụng trưởng giả trưởng lão hòa thượng trưởng này, cái hòa thượng gì tới trưởng lão. Nowadays you go to Taiwan, I heard like hở sa after a while, you know, they got bored, they say now trưởng lão. Yeah, they call elder Dharma master. That's just, oh well, I'm too low to become anyway. Okay, any questions?
We don't have any elders in nowadays, is it because we are not that blessed anymore? It's people making offenses.
No one cares anyway. Even if you're an elder, no one will recognize you. Sorry, you're stupid. Why is it you so?
Oh, really?
It's no longer valued.
Oh.
Our standards is much lower. We were impressed by not as important things. So there is an inflation of titles and of recognition.
So there are still elders around, but we don't recognize them anymore.
No one wants them. No one prizes elders anymore. If you no longer prize, if you no longer appreciate it, they're gonna be around. It doesn't exist. The Dharma is no longer cultivated. For you, back then, to be an elder, you need to cultivate these 10 different Dharmas. Thời buổi này không còn trưởng giả, tại vì đâu có ai quan trọng trưởng giả. Muốn làm trưởng giả, nếu không quan trọng trưởng giả, không tu 10 pháp này, không bao giờ thành trưởng giả. Right? Yeah, you take nowadays you take let's say a person, the richest man on earth. Maybe is it Gates or is it Mr. Berkshire? The other guy.
Was Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett
crashed, and then Bill Gates.
Now everything took it over, right? So it's the flip flopping, right? So nowadays you can say that Gates or Buffett has wealth. They can be very extravagant, okay? But they don't have an honorable name. So 1 out of 10, which is very impressive already. Now everyone looks at Warren Buffett and Bill Gates as a role model, right? That's it. Okay? So if that's the only thing people aspire to, then that's the only thing they get. He mentioned the name of the Buddha. The text mentioned the name of Lion Sprint Buddha. Nói là nêu hồng danh của ngài của sư tử Phấn Tấn và Cụ Túc Như Lai. The name is very interesting here. Lion. Tên hai sư tử. Lion is an animal king. It's an analogy. Là vua của loài vật thú. Một cái dụ. He is a solitaire amongst beasts, like number 188. Thank you. Okay. Cái sư tử là trong cái loài cầm thú và khúc thú dữ ở mình. Can be by himself among the beasts. Okay? He's fearless. And in particular, he instills fear among the beasts. Like the Buddha instills fear in the externals. Là sư tử là một mình ở sống, đơn thương độc mã sống ở trong loài cầm thú, loài thú dữ không? Là không sợ mà còn làm những con thú khác sợ, gầm cả những thú khác rùng rời đại kiệt. Thì cái dụ nó là giống như Đức Phật vậy. Đức Phật là hiện ở trong cái loài cái tuổi ngoại đạo và tuổi ngoại đạo nghe cái danh hồng danh Đức Phật, Đức Phật là rùng rời đại kiệt, kiếp đạo. So these externalists, when the Buddha appeared in the world among the externalists to bring his Dharma, okay, when these externalists hear of his name or met with the Buddha, they all became fearful and respectful. Okay, that's what the Buddha does. That's what the lion does to the lower status beings. Okay. Sprint, phấn tấn. Sprint can suddenly and quickly escape dust. Phấn tấn mà là độn thoát trần lạc, có nghĩa là có thể một cách bất ngờ, một cách lẹ thoát được những cái trần lạc, những cái bám bụi. So what it means that you are able to eradicate fine and very minute obstructions to samadhi. Mình có thể diệt trừ được những cái chướng ngại rất là vi tế, rất là khó thấy, cản mình vào nhập định. And also the name refers to the fact you can enter and exit samadhi very quickly. Enter very quickly, exit very quickly. Okay. what spring refers to. Là cái phân tấn có nghĩa là mình có thể nhập cái xúc định rất là lạnh. Complete in the 10,000 practices. Cụ túc vạn hạnh. Refers to the fact this is part of the Buddha's name. Trong cái tên của Như Lai. One mind is repeat with 10,000 practices. One is all, and all return to one. That means complete. Một cái tâm có đầy đủ hết với 10.000 cái hạnh khác nhau. Nhất we are slide 189. Một là tất cả trở về lại một, có nghĩa là cục túc và đầy đủ. So in summary, the Buddha's name reflects the fact that the samadhi repeat the 10,000 practices, and from this samadhi power he accomplished Buddhahood. Tại cái hồng danh của Phật có nghĩa là cái định này, dùng cái định này là nó đầy đủ với 10.000 cái hạnh khác nhau. Và Phật đã thành Phật nhờ cái lực của cái định lực này. Okay, any questions? Yeah.
It says samadhi replete with 10,000 practices. Does it mean that I don't know, how does samadhi replete with 10,000 practices? Samadhi is a state of concentration, so that means he's concentrating on the 10,000 practices.
Câu hỏi là cái định nó đầy đủ 10.000 cái hạnh có nghĩa là gì? What does it mean? It means that when you are in samadhi, you can practice the 10,000 different practices.
What are the 10,000 practices?
All practices.
You refer to Buddha Dharmas?
Buddha
Yes. Dharmas?
All practices. Meaning that whatever he does, he's in samadhi. He may look like he's in samadhi, sitting still, but he does the 10,000 practices. It's the flip side. It's an incredible state. From our level, we say the 10,000 practices is that whatever we do, we're in samadhi. Okay? But on the other hand, the flip side of it is that when the Buddha is in samadhi, he's also doing the 10,000 practices as well. All over the world. Okay? Về phương diện của cái tên giai điệu có nghĩa là lúc mình có cái hành làm cái hành gì 10 vạn cái hành đó, một cái vạn hành đó thì mình hoạt động trong cái định, không có gì xuất hiện, vẫn trong định hoạt động. Hoặc ngược lại, khi mà mình có tưởng là Phật ngồi trong định thì ra đang trong định đó, đang có 10.000 cái hành khác.
Virus database has been updated.
Okay, questions? Still don't understand. Yes.
Is it like, say, when I cross my leg, sometimes my body will want to crack, for example. So sometimes I do that.
It cracks.
Yeah, just like blockage is being open, it just cracks on its own, something like that.
Okay.
And
Is that one of the 10,000 practices?
I'm just gonna make a sort of to see if it's something similar. Not a traditional 10,000 practice, but it's like doing 10,000 practice means samadhi. But when I was reciting sutra, sometimes like in my mind I would feel myself cracking, but my body doesn't move. But I could feel the crack.
Cracking?
Yeah.
Like this? Huh?
Something or or
Not
like
as loud.
it has different quality. Sometimes it's like things snap open and then it gets loose or something.
Oh, that's low level.
Yeah, but I was just saying, okay, of course it's low level. But what I'm gonna say is, at the moment that like my body didn't respond, but in my mind I feel the snap, and then I realized.
I don't want to talk about that. That's too low. I always joke, I was playing with you because, you know, you go to a martial artist, you do that, you're going to turn white as a sheep. It's very high level kung fu.
Like you just crack people.
Yeah, like in that kung fu movie, Lead Along, he went to the Colosseum and then got a fight and he sat down and goes like this. And then he was making all these sounds. Okay, that's a form of kung fu, right? That's very high level of kung fu. Oh, martial artists, they get impressed easily.
My friend can do that actually.
But I always try to impress that, you know, someone who does know nothing from martial arts. So wasted my time. Yeah.
So people who can do that have high.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend who can do that too. Like he's a martial artist, but like once I saw him like just like standing there and then just like bones just cracks, and then I think he's trying to open.
Yeah, maybe he needs arthritis or something. Yeah.
You said that 10,000 practices were dharmas. Is that a dharma for every Buddha? Is that what it's...
The 10,000 meaning that all sorts, all types of practices. 10,000. In Buddhism, when you see the word 10,000, it means a lot.
Oh, I see. It's not literally 10,000.
Because 10,000 is a big number. So back then they were talking about pennies. A penny is that you go through a month worth of food with a penny. Okay, that's how things are. So you don't never have to go to 10,000. So 10,000 represents a huge number back then.
But
So
every Buddha has a dharma.
Yeah, the Buddha practices countless dharmas. Countless. You name it, he practiced. And here we are practicing pure enlightenment things that was the only dharma. See how cool we are. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
Before you can become a Buddha, you have to be perfect in all practices. Isn't that true? You just can't be like perfect in one thing. I think you have to be like all of them balanced out.
Yeah. Actually, it's not quite like that. If you put it like that, it's never is going to happen, because how can you perfect everything? You can't.
Is it that once you attend that level, then everything becomes perfect?
No.
No, nothing.
You see, this is kind of our Mahayana secret, is that we won't tell you everything, because then you walk, turn around and say, oh, you don't understand the way I do. And then you begin to criticize the other master and say, oh, you don't know anything, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no, I know the secret.
It's meant to be inconceivable. It's like,
Not even that. Not even, you know anything about it? This is a secret dharma for the Mahayana people. When you reach that level, then they'll explain it to you. Until then, there's no sense explaining it to you, because then it's only words. Yeah, it's only words. You don't appreciate it. You have to do it before you really appreciate what the words. The words have to be followed by action. That's Mahayana. The world people, they promise, they make promises, and they break the promises. And they get away with it. They say they're being smart. Mahayana, we don't promise. We do it. You don't say, we do it. Okay? But I'll give you a hint. Because it's such a beautiful thing. It's secret. You know, you keep too many secrets, you won't be very happy. That's my attitude. So I share you part of the secret. So if you walk out here and say, well, I got smarter today, a little bit. I know a little more secret. Each particular practice, okay, is an expedient for this cultivator to perfect his practice. And because at his level the perfection requires, it is so difficult to perfect it. So you need 10 different thousand practices for you to be able to piece them together. How to perfect it. Isn't it fascinating? At our level, we worry about one thing, right? It's like, just give me one thing. You know, single-minded, concentrate, one thing, that's it, okay? At his level, there has to be everything. And everything then enables him to perfect it. Isn't it fascinating? First of all, I teach you to drop everything, go back to one, right? When you reach a certain level, I say, now it's everything again. So you can't even attach to the one.
It's like coming through and figuring out a puzzle, and then when you get to the end, what you think the end, it inverts and it becomes total opposite.
Both. It's not one or the other. You see?
It's almost like
Both at the same time. If you understand one side, then you only have one hard part of the picture. You don't understand the whole thing yet. Okay? That's the whole secret I'm willing to share with you. Okay? Is that good enough? Okay. Not easy, happy, yes.
And,
Are you happy? Yeah.
I just thought of something.
Yeah, okay, think away. Spit it out. What did you think of?
I'm thinking before the Bodhisattva decided to say get the reborn in the human realm or something. Like would the Bodhisattva plan out the whole thing as the whole practice that he's gonna put together. So when he gets born and then he goes through the whole thing, it's doing the whole practice.
Yeah.
That's something sort of like that.
No. This is way, way beyond. Don't go there. You right now should worry about the next phase, what I set out for my rule disciples. Become go there, and then go on next level, because that represents a huge hurdle, okay, for you to cross before you understand the next round. Okay, I'm very clear about these things. I'm not belittling you or anything. I'm just saying before you reach there, it's no way for you to talk about that level, that next. That's the next wall. Okay, you have to go beyond the threshold first before you reach the next wall. Okay.
He sets the stage for an ascendant.
Yeah. I need to give you a carrot. Please, carrot. You don't see it. You won't believe. No way to know which direction to go. 190. Adorn. Okay. Hướng hảo. Adorn here meaning has two things. come from. See again, when you translate, you lose so much. Lord here, it comes from the Chinese two words. Appearance marvelous, okay, meaning marvelous appearance. Cái trạng nhiên này là tướng hảo này, mà dịch tiếng Anh nó mất cái ý nghĩa nhiều lắm. Tại vì nhiều khi tiếng Việt mình hay hơn thì đó, tại vì nó rất gần với tiếng Tàu. Cái tướng hảo nó có nghĩa tướng hảo, tiếng Anh cũng có này. When you talk about appearance or mark, okay, something that can be seen, cái tướng là thấy được. Marvelous meaning wonderful or beautiful means very desirable. Khả ái, người ta thích. So if you have a mark and it's not marvelous, it's not perfect. Or when it's marvelous but you have no mark, no one can see it. So you can't inspire anyone. That's why the Buddha, when you talk about Buddhas, they perfect their adorn because they perfect both. They mutually adorn. And that's why the Buddhist teaching is very precise, so profound in that sense. They use the combination of appearance marvelous for a reason. Thành ra khi mình nói diễn tả mô tả Phật, cái Bồ Tát mình nói là tướng hảo, tại nó có ý nghĩa là cái tướng là thấy được cái hảo rồi người ta thích. Cái tướng có tướng mà không thích thì không có vẻ rồi. Người ta thích mà không có tướng thì không ai thấy được, không ai thích, không ai muốn tu ấy, không ai muốn đi theo đường lắm. Rồi cái tướng phải là hảo phải là tướng. Thì hai cái nó càng nhiều. Alright. So you read about these things adorn or you read about xiang hảo, mình cứ coi thấy cái tướng hảo, mình hiểu tại sao nó dùng cái tướng hảo. Now you hear it from here. You heard it first time here. Why they use xiang hảo? Why they call it adorn? Bởi vậy trong kinh Phật cũng dùng chữ tướng hảo như vậy. Alright. Questions? You're all in Samadhi, all in a trance now.
No, okay, I can ask.
Okay, you sure ask away.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention.
In the sutra, it always talks about the 80. I don't know how to say that in English.
The 80 great man's characteristics.
Yeah, and
the 32 hallmarks of a great man and 80 subtle characteristics.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's the question?
Related to this.
Yes.
Okay. Is that important to know about the 80 and the 32 thing?
Yeah, it's important, but then it's not that important because I never could memorize it.
Okay.
But the point is that all those are the 32 hallmarks of the great man are the culmination of the different type of practice that generates an adequate level of blessings, which then manifests itself as a characteristic. Okay, when you perfect the practice, then it manifests itself as a feature. Khi mình tu mà cái tu mình tạo đủ phước, cái pháp thành rồi thì tự nhiên mình có được một cái tướng hảo. Why is it relevant to you? What's the relevance to you? It manifests in your physical features, folks.
In one of the book of Master he describes something like if there's something characteristic.
Yeah. So it's true. It's true. It's true that. So that's why in China or in Asia they have this physiognomy. They can look at your facial features and determine your character traits or your blessings and determine a lot of things. That's the derivative from. That's a knowledge from the Chinese Bodhisattva who invented that Dharma to teach the Chinese. Thành ra cái văn hóa người Tàu hay lắm, nó rất sâu sắc. Tại Bồ Tát hóa thân ra người Tàu, xong chế ra cái pháp mà có tướng để dạy người Tàu tu. You know that? Thành cái văn hóa người Tàu phong phú dễ sợ, cả đời phong phú dễ sợ. Contrast versus the physiology science in the Western, it basically they call different, they do a regression analysis of all these data points, and then they arrive at a theory. Okay, they do the reverse. You know that the scientific approach, Western scientific approach, is based on empirical evidence. They collect data, then they analyze it, then they arrive at a theory, right? And they try to prove the theorem. Okay, the Eastern medicine, the Eastern approach is just the opposite. They have a theory, and then they throw out the data points, and they say, okay, see, those data points are from the, so they start from the principle first, and then they arrive at the manifestation instances. Whereas the Western is just the opposite approach. Which one is more accurate? Eastern. Because they have the principles already. Now it's a matter of going out and say, see, that is an example of this principle. I have the secret already. I'm only collecting proof for your sake, not my sake. I know it already. See, that's why I explain sutras, so that you understand. I understand already. I hope. Yeah.
Is this again in reference to adorned? Does that go beyond our comprehension of adorned?
Yeah.
Or is it something that's tangible that I can understand?
If this is the reason why Bodhisattvas and Buddhas do it or manifest themselves a certain way. They manifest themselves to be very adorned for a reason. Okay. The reason is that it's a culmination. This is a perfection of a practice, and therefore that's a retribution for such perfection. Okay. So when we see that perfection, it is so beautiful. It's just like, let's say that, if you will, looking at a handsome person or a gorgeous lady. Look at it and say, wow, this is nice, and you are attracted, drawn to it. Okay. So this is why later on in the text, the son of the elder look at the Buddha being so adorned, he says, wow, this is so beautiful. You are so marvelous. I want to be just like this. What does it take to be like this? To have this kind of achievement? And the Buddha says, go for it. Save a lot of people. There's a way to do it. So all these are because of the hard work. In other conversely speaking, it's like the end result of perfection is extremely inspirational that enables people then to follow the path. Because without being able to see it, then you won't believe it, you won't want to follow it. Okay? Questions? Yes.
If more people are interested in proper Buddha Dharma, would there be like say more, I don't know, more bodhisattvas manifest and teach the people, or Buddha manifest and teach?
What you should say is not quite correct. A lot of people are interested in Buddha Dharma.
If there are more people interested.
No, the Buddhas do not operate like that. Bodhisattvas don't operate like that. They'll say, okay, it may be more of you. Tomorrow I explain more sutras. It's not work like that. Or organizing what Dharma is? No. It's usually they manifest to help you accomplish your Dharma. See the secret? Another secret today?
So,
They come to help you. You personally. When your roots, your seeds mature, about to mature, they come to help you. You never know when it's going to happen. That's the whole thing. They're going to say, hey, let me see, in 2 hours and 45 minutes, I come back. They know, they see it. Okay? And it's like prescriptive. They can go through that. So at our level, we don't worry about it. We still just, do our own thing, right? We keep on doing our own thing. Because even if we know, we won't believe that. Okay? So, don't worry about this. Next, adorned with 1,000 blessings. Slide number 191. Next slide. Okay. Blessings. Okay. Blessings again. Blessings. This one. Let me explain this slide first, and then I go into this. Okay. 1,000 superior blessings. 1,000 cái thượng phước luôn. Okay. When you cultivate, there's many ways to explain it. I chose the one that's easiest to explain because it's a different way to skin the cat. Okay. When you cultivate 10 good deeds, tu 10 thập thiện. Okay. You create a lot of blessing. To start your cultivation, you have 50. By the time at the end of your cultivation, at the completion of your cultivation, you have 50, so you have 100. Okay, blessings. Because each good deed generates 100 blessings. You multiply the 10 good deeds. Okay, you have all 10, and you have 1,000 blessings. Okay. One superior blessing equals to 1,000 blessings accrued. So far, so good? Too complicated math?
Let me check it.
Oh, somebody interested in superior blessings.
One good deed is 100 blessings.
Yes.
That is even that if I do a one good deed.
Yes, one blessing, 100 blessings.
I put in
50 at the start. You say, okay, I want to cultivate one good deed. Okay, let's say not killing. As soon as you begin, you set up your mind to cultivate, you have 50 blessings immediately. Isn't it fascinating how RJ don't need to do a thing. You don't need to go and open a bank account or anything. You see, said, I want to cultivate this. This sounds interesting. 50 blessings for you. Isn't that cool? How come? Because it takes a lot of blessings for you to even hear that such a dharma occurs. There's such a dharma you have 50 blessings. Just thinking about it. So far so good. But then it gets harder. See, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they're tricky. You should trust. You're too naive. Okay? It maybe appears to be easy at first, but then it gets harder. It's not until you get to the end of it then you get the other 50. Okay? So far so good? The 100 blessings. For good deed, yes.
Why is it called superior blessing?
That's why we get 1,000 blessings. That's 10.
So you cultivate,
But according to this, you only have to do 9.
but let's say if you cultivate all 10 good deeds, okay, from beginning to end, to its completion, you only have one superior blessing. That's it. One. So that's how difficult it becomes now.
So what do you mean by good deeds now? Let's redefine good deed.
Okay, the good deed is The duties are divided into three areas: the mind, the body, and mouth. The mind, you're not greedy, you are not angry, you're not stupid. That's 3. The mouth, you have 4. You do not curse or harsh words. That's 1. You do not engage in double tongue. You say one thing to one side, and you get them to fight, and you say, okay? Some people do take perverse pleasure doing that, especially people this side. Shocking, huh? I'm in shock too. And so that's double tongue. 习语. The unnecessary speech. Like you shoot the breeze, or let's say those songs that are say those romantic lyrics. Okay, those are considered unnecessary language. It incites people into losing their concentration. You realize that? Your artist like Text will be joining you next week, I think. He signed up this afternoon performing his music, by the way. That's why when you create offenses, you don't get to hear my God. Poor Text. You know, we have Text who is like a country music star. He's been around for like ages. He's an old frog. And famous one actually. He has a lot. He's one of those prolific country music writers. You know that he composes a lot of music throughout the years. He's been around for decades. Tex Beaumont. That's how I got the Beaumont name.
Oh, really? He's famous?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's Daddy. He's Texas Boy style.
Sorry, I should say. And he composed a lot of country music. Okay. And you know, funny thing is that all the musical lyrics, it's not considered good deed. Okay. So.
Oh, that's why he said at the monastery. He said he wants to do something with him for his life because he figured like one day he said I'm going to hell, so I might as well do something.
He has cancer.
Oh.
So you guys don't realize you create offenses at the end of your life. You have all kinds of problems. What happened to me? What happened? Huh? What happened? You create offenses. You pay for it, Mom. Pay your right. You cannot. You can't escape it. You die. You have cancer because you are creating offenses. Two ways about it. And just between us, okay, because we won't give this to Text. We won't ever tell Text this. When you create those songs, those lyrics and those songs, not only are you confusing yourself, you're confusing the entire world. Think about it. Isn't that fascinating? For what? For what? For what? How much money you have? Huh? So anyway, he lost one eye already. And I was kind of nice. I said, the doctor didn't say anything about second eye. I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but why should it stop now? Saying, one eye, I'm happy. So now he wants to go to this so he can open his flesh eye. He doesn't need the other eye anymore.
like the another disciple Buddha.
Yeah. The other eye open, the heavenly eye is different.
Oh.
Flesh eye you can see.
Oh.
I said, no, you can do better than that. You stop. You keep the whatever your eye have because you never know about the flesh eye. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At least you keep what you have left, don't leave up so easily. So, well, anyway, these artists, okay. Very whimsical. Anyway, any other questions?
So going back to the deed, here you were saying the deed is really the precept, right?
No, no. It's different from precepts. Okay? Different. So anyway, I was saying the third one is about the unnecessary words. Okay? And there's a fourth one. Wait, what's the fourth one, Randy?
Frivolous speech.
That's frivolous speech. That's the
Harsh
first one.
speech.
I got that already.
Lying.
Oh, lying. Oh, the most obvious one, lying.
But that's a precept.
That's kind of something.
With the precept, we have a much more clearly defined what an infraction is. Okay? These good deeds is that you don't lie. It's much wider.
Okay, so, and then you mentioned the beginning and the end. So let's say, if I say, I do the good deed of don't lie, right?
Yeah.
The starting is when I was born, and then I have to wait until I die. And if I
No, not about the really die.
If I don't lie,
It's
then
too late. It's too late.
right. So I would like to know what is the end and what is the beginning.
When you perfect it, you no longer lie. No
That's
matter
what
what.
makes it superior.
You go like this and say, oh, who's your mother? Who's your daddy? He says, kill me. I will not lie.
And most of it is you might not be even perfected when you die. That means that you don't have that good deed. That means that you don't have that.
No, it comes from within your system. You lie because you have hooks in your system. And as soon as you have a trigger, you have a handle, you lie. Okay? You do double tongue because you have all these triggers in your system. So when you cultivate, you eradicate all these hooks, all these handles. Then you are no longer pulled off. You are no longer derailed.
And that's
Then
when
you
you
perfect
get,
it.
that's when you get the 100 blessing.
Yeah, you have to remain in 50.
So
But you have 50 already. Don't be greedy. Come on. Let's be reasonable here.
The down payment.
It's the seriously. We have 50 in the bank already. Think about it. The fact you're hearing about it today is still not good enough. You say, I want to cultivate these. Then you immediately got what? 500 today. You got that? See, that's my secret today. I'm not a secret. Just, I want to cultivate this. You do that, you got 500.
If you say, in the next moment, you say you change your mind, then you have to give it back, right?
Yeah, you lose it. It says start and completion. That's what I sort of did.
that's the only secret.
You think it's easy? Huh? You guys want to cheat? Yeah, you guys cheat.
So I'm trying to see how, I mean, just one need to have 100, right? And you have to maintain and 10 needs to have 1,000 blessing. And to have one superior blessing, that's
Really hard.
That's very hard, right?
Yeah. But you see, you're thinking in terms of a salesman or con man trying to get his way. And then, I got it! Sayonara! No, it doesn't work like that. God, I'm so disappointed. I can't believe people are thinking like this nowadays. That's the way you operate. No! It's cultivation. It's a way of life. You say, okay, that's how I want to be. That's how I want to live my life. Not like, let me get from here 50, let me get to the end, get another 50, and move on to... No! No. If you're like that, you never get to the end, no matter what you start. No one wants to start. Never, ever.
So I'm trying to see how...
Does it help?
Wow.
No, it doesn't. He still wants to get to the end.
No, I just want to see how long is my cultivation to get to one summary of the history. And it's going to take a long time. They want a contract.
Yeah.
So in the pure conduct chapter, is it like you're doing like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50? It's different?
Yeah, that's much higher now.
It's not.
Much higher. He's only worried about 1,000 superior blessings. Okay? He's only comparing himself to a woman. That woman didn't affect. No disrespect intended. And that Dharma referring to is a bodhisattva. Dharma right there. Oh, this is 1,000 superior blessings. Okay? See, he's caught in, he wants 1,000. He's smoking.
So what's the body?
Huh?
What's the body?
What body?
You said there's mind, mouth, and body.
Oh, the body?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Other than
body is
sex.
easy. The body is no sex. No
Wow.
deviant sex, of course. Right?
Yeah.
See, it goes, the women go, wait a minute. But,
Say if we do like bad, okay, say if I said, okay, I want to lie, I want to have like, no, I don't have you, or like no false speech or all that stuff, and then I start with 50, and then say if I accidentally like say a white lie or,
yeah.
You have negative 50.
does it like, I mean, I know I won't get the 50, but is there like another thing where like you get deducted, like, no, there's not like one wrong bad.
What happens is you have all these accruals, and it's not like 50 at very end when you get 50, you actually accrue more and more, you can do it closer. But the thing for you to get the full 50, you have to get way to the end. Okay. See, if you will, because I want to appease someone who's very concerned with his house of spirit blessing. Okay. You get 50 right at the start because you brought forth the mind to cultivate. That is incredible mistake. Trust me, folks. Okay? If you say, I want to cultivate this Dharma, you are a superior person already in my life. Got that? How many people you know who would hear of this Dharma and say, oh, it's something I'd like to do? How many? No, walks just sitting there and say, let me think I can get to the end. I want 1,000, let me see how long it's going to take me, what's going to cost me. You see that? That's people's natural reaction. You don't realize if you brought forth a mind and say, this is beautiful, this is superior Dharma for, I want to try it, I want to do this. That give you 50 immediately. Okay? That's the power of the Dharma, in other words. If you decide to appreciate the Dharma, cultivate the Dharma, you get immediately an hour. And then you have to work for the other 50. It's going to help you towards the other 50. Okay? Yes.
Why are we counting the blessings?
Huh?
Why do we need to count our blessings?
That's because the guy back there wants blessings. He's obsessed with blessings.
But would you be attached to it if you...
Yeah, he's very attached to it.
So how do you let
What
go
can I
of
do?
it? How do you let go of it now?
He can't let go, so I have to talk about it.
Cultivating is still on.
Oh, yes. Good. Thank you. Any other questions?
It kind of goes along the lines of when we think about doing something for good. There is good involved, but it's not great. It's like if it's cultivating good deeds to get these blessings. It's not true blessings. It's too much of the mind is bringing forth the mind of self-benefit.
Yeah, it's
That's obstruction, actually.
This discriminating mind, actually. He's saying, let me make sure, I believe you, okay. You seem to be no figure. I believe you, master, so I think it's good, you're teaching me good stuff. But let me see if it's for me, whether I can succeed in this. So he still is discriminating between success and failure. He still wants to get to the end goal. Okay? Whereas in cultivation, you don't worry about it. You see, what I just explained to you about this Mahayana is that bringing forth the mind to do it is an incredible event by itself. You get half of it up front. That's how important it is to make the resolve to cultivate, folks. That's the message. You got that? You resolve to cultivate, you get half of it up front.
Without thinking about it.
Now you think, okay.
Just do it. Don't ask for it. Don't try.
Don't worry, you're gonna get there when you get there. You can't sit there and say, oh, let me see my chance of success. It's a worldly approach. You want to guarantee success. There's no guarantee in life, no matter how hard you try, no matter how smart you are. No one can guarantee you anything. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will be the last person to do that. All they can do for us is say, okay, that's a good path for you to take. And that's what the fun is for. You don't worry about getting to the end. You're missing out. You're missing out so much. And you sit there and you say, oh, let me make sure I succeed in my endeavor. And that's still worldly. You're successful already for engaging. That's the message. You resolve to do it, you engage it, okay? You stay engaged, you are successful already. Success is in not giving up, folks. It's not getting to the end goal.
Is that why it's so painful?
That's right. That's why it's so hard to get to the end. Okay? Because somewhere in your mind, you sit there and say, I want to get through this because it helps me someday, the pain will go away. I want to get through that. You're still thinking of the end, my friend. Isn't that right? It serves you right. It should hurt. If you think of the end, it's going to See, I can slice and dice it any way you like. If you stop discriminating, it's not going to hurt. Let me tell you. I tell you a secret. The pain to me, just like that, is gone.
Oh, I was told that when I went to the Zhongtais.
You're not there yet. They're below me. That's below me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the editor told me.
No, he's not there yet. He has no business telling you about these things.
Went to Pasadena. Not the same.
Even his shufu is not there yet. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Okay? That's the sales pitch based on false information. You don't know what it is because you still see pain. You can't get there until you see no longer see pain. So somebody asked me one of the days of the good urge, are you still in pain? Of course, I'm in pain because I want to see pain. I don't want to see pain, and he said, I'm not going to be there. See? Used to discriminating pain and non-pain. That's why you still have it.
Well, how do you burn it out? How do you burn that pain seeds that goes out to not see it anymore?
Hard work. Hard work. It takes a lot of hard work, my friend. It takes not giving up. I will tell you how you will not get there. By quitting. By not getting started, or by, this Jenny said, I thought he didn't notice me at all. You have to become invisible, my friend. But by not starting or by starting and giving up, it's the same. Same difference. You think it's easy, folks? You sit there, and you say, oh, this lecture's kind of interesting. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's kind of entertaining. Okay. And you know what the next thing that happened? Your cell phone is on silent mode and starts vibrating, and you immediately, when I'm about to explain something that's pertinent to you, you step out. That's why I lose my memory all the time. I wanted to say something and then the person's gone. See, it's very easy. You are pulled away from the assembly immediately. The obstructions arise. So that's why we train you to sit there and endure. What for? Because it trains you not to listen to all these external stimuli. Yes, question.
Is there anything else with the body other than sex?
Oh, yes, the body, two more. Okay. Do something you can work on, yeah. Stealing.
Intoxicants.
Killing.
No, killing. Intoxicant is not me. You gave me the wrong answer a few months ago, so but I forgive. Yeah, I came back and I realized it's the wrong answer. It serves me right. If I don't have, I can't memorize it, and then I have to rely on branding, then I have to pay the price too.
Would intoxicants be under mind?
No. So it's good. It's okay to drink. Champagne, anybody? Yes. Question?
Just some thoughts about you said people stepping outside. It has something to do with the blessings too. And at home too, sometimes you want to explain something to your parents. And they just walk away or they start to do something either. So
it's like your father coming here and then the other being is so afraid he doesn't want to be here. So it's pulling him away and saying, I don't want to be here. So he's thinking childish sessions, not wanting to be here.
Yeah. At home I ask him and he just comes up with an excuse for not coming to class.
So it's not him speaking.
Oh, okay.
People don't realize it. The obstructions are very, very subtle. And they have no way of going. No way.
Yeah. So
that's what blessing is so important, because blessing is the only way to remedy that. Because unless they have enough blessings, nothing can be done. You need to accrue blessings. Understand that? They have to keep on accruing blessings until they reach a level where we explain to them, they I don't. It takes a lot of blessings to understand, folks.
I can share a story.
Yeah, he has a question, but hang on, let him ask a question first. Yes.
2 years ago, you told a story about a disciple who had a teacher, and the teacher he used to beat him up, and then he went to look at the other side of the mountain and found another teacher, and that guy beat him up and sent him back to his original teacher. And he asked his original teacher, and he thought his teacher's going to beat him up again. And then he said, "No, you're okay. I certify you."
Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah. You never told. You asked us why he certified. He said you didn't tell us. You told us to contemplate. So now I'm asking. It was about 2 years ago, 2.5.
I forgot completely. You think I remember all these important principles, huh? So what's the question again?
Well, you said that you wouldn't tell us the answer. You said, why did he certify you?
Oh, is that when he was sent away, he was sent to another temple, and then the abbot there was gonna beat him up, and then he got pissed off, and then he sort of enlightened or something, so that's why he went back.
So what was the question? I don't remember why I tricked you into waiting for 2 years.
Yeah, I told us to think about it. You wouldn't tell us why he certified him.
Who certified him?
His original teacher.
Why he certified him? I have to remember 2 years ago why I said that.
The problem is when you ask me something.
I told you today, I explained it to Janice, and that's it. If you want to ask me again, it's not going to be the same. I can assure you that. Why did he certify him? Because he became enlightened. That's usually why it happens. It's a gift. They don't certify you unless it helps with the cultivation. But you're not happy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I thought it was something different. That's okay.
So he had to be sent away to have someone else feed him in order to be enlightened?
Be careful. I mean, all the Dharma masters, they like to beat up their disciples.
All of them.
All of them, yeah. You will watch that now. The younger they are, the more they
But not without reason.
No, it comes with my, and this is part of my heritage. Because my Vietnamese master is a Linji sect. See, Venerable Shen Hua is Wei Yang. Okay, so it's quy ngưỡng. Okay, dòng quy ngưỡng. Ông Tuyên Hóa là dòng quy ngưỡng. Bên thầy Bản Giác là dòng Lâm Trúc. And tôi nhập hai cái dòng máu. So because I inherited 2 different lineages. Okay, and that's why I combined the two. So the Wei Yang lineage is more relationship building. Để ví dụ là cái dòng họ dạy bằng cách vun trồng cái kinh nghĩa thầy trò. Okay, the Linji approach is slightly different. Những ông lâm tế thì nó khác cái xíu. Lâm tế thích quýnh tròn. Okay. Yên nữa. Okay. So, như điều tuổi gia tráng quýnh mình án quýnh thì đừng không cần giảng thì. So the Linji side a little bit more physical. Shall we put it? Like we beat up on the disciple physically. So you could be going to Linji master and everything will be hunky dory for a long time. All of a sudden one of these days you get beaten up. But luckily my Linji side is very weak. He has nothing to worry about.
But isn't it okay? It's okay as long as we get enlightened after we get beat up?
Yeah.
Usually get beaten up so that you get it.
So then it's okay for the beat up.
Well, sometimes it takes more than one. That's the only catch. Because usually it takes more feet. It usually requires repetition, shall we say.
Multiple lessons.
Multiple listings.
Is it quicker?
To tell you the truth?
It's not quicker.
Yeah, it is. I tell you a gentle way I use Linji is I told you that one of my disciples used to email me with her afflictions, emails, and then I resolve one, and then another one would come just as critical, just as life-threatening. I will fix that. Then the next one even appears even more serious. Fix that, and another one comes in no time at all. So, and every time that her problem is resolved, she's so happy. She says, "Oh wow, oh, this is fascinating. Why didn't I think of it?" But they never stopped coming. So one day I said, don't bother me. That's a Linji form. How dare you bother me? That's a Linji form of hate. Can't say, wow, can you be so brutal towards a woman? Of course I am.
You don't discriminate. That's the way it's supposed to be.
It's a slap. It's a slap.
It's discrimination.
And guess what happened? With you have it easy. As soon as slap, what happened? They all disappear. All went away. Just like that. I didn't get sued, not yet. Okay? So each method has a different use, a different time, different conditions, different people. Okay? Now, do not sit there and think that Linji is only like that or the Wei Yang is only like that. They both are the same, actually, if you ask me. You can't tell me that Wei Yang is only nurturing relationship, because the way Master Shen Hua treated me is more like a Linji type. You ask for a personal opinion. Okay? It's not I had a choice to come in here and Master, oh, I love the Wei Yang side. Could you stick to that side, Wei Yang, and keep me? No, he crossed over the Linji without telling me. Okay? So actually, they get known to be that only for being colorful and kind of thing. But actually, personal style. Okay. How do we get into violence?
Yeah, 2-year-old story.
Beautiful story. I kind of forgot, because your problem, Randy, is that you did not give me the good recollection of that particular moment. Why I asked you to do that. If you don't give me exact details, I cannot help you. I don't remember why I said at that very moment. So that means at that very moment when I asked you, you yourself did not understand at that moment why I asked you. That's why you cannot remember. If you cannot remember, you have no problem for me to fix. That's why I can't help it. Does it make sense? So it's your fault, not mine. If you want me to solve a problem, you better describe it to me clearly. If you don't describe it, no, you describe it, I can't fix it for you. Okay? That's why you have to be honest and very precise. Okay? First reaction of the world, people always say, okay, I don't have any problem, I don't want you to know my problem, I don't want my privacy. You want like that? Nothing to be fixed. Hallelujah. Much easier, much happier days for me. Okay, but on the other hand, when you decide to face the problem, you have to be very precise what you want to be fixed. See that? You have to remember in the future. You have to exactly remember how you felt at that moment, what bothered you at that moment. You don't remember that? I can't fix it. But anyway, it's unfair in the sense that you have long since progressed beyond that realm. So part of it has been fixed already. Okay? Was it 2 years ago? You know what you were 2 years ago, Randy? Probably at best second. 2 years ago? You started 2 years ago, right? 2.5 years ago, approximately, right? Took you about 3 or 4 months before you made it to, took you about 5 months before you made it to second. Took you a long time, because he's the kind of guy who says, it sounds good, but I don't know, it's kind of different from the way I understand from Master Shen Hua, which I've been studying for 20 years now. This guy had 10 years max. So, that kind of thing. So he's internal conflict for him. So it's a lot of struggle for him, personally. So his son, the other one, the one behind him, was progressing by leaps and bounds. Randy was still there folding the bags. And, oh, son, are you happy with the class? Well, his son is way above him already. Okay? So that's your problem. You stuck on a lot of things that are not important. Now, you know where you are right now? You're in sixth. A sixth Samadhi person compared to a second Samadhi person, the perspective is so vastly different. So Brian used to be, dancing circles around until towards the end of last year, when he was at 5. Okay, and you were at 4. Okay, so I would meet with Brian, and Brian said, I don't know, my dad, he thinks like that, meaning that, I don't know about what my dad understands, because he's in a higher realm. His perspective is much better than yours. Okay, he may not know a lot of stuff, but he can recognize things, the principles, or the details much better than you. Okay, and so Ryan started to rest in his laurels. He said, wow, I've accomplished so much already. I don't know what I have to do with my life. I'm so successful. I see things clearly now. I know what I need, I want. And then you surpassed him. Towards the end of the year, when we engaged in the San Jose, that's when you made a breakthrough. You realize that, Randy? That's when you got help to break through. Without San Jose, without that particular instance, your particular personal experience, you would have been stuck big time. That's your blessings, by the way. You realize it. Big blessings. So you surpassed it. You went to 6th. So the beginning of this year, I looked at you, I didn't see you, right? But I knew you made it to 6th. So I was very happy about that. So when I saw you at 6th this year, I said, wow, it confirmed my suspicion. And then I look at Ryan and then I said, wait, Ryan is still stuck at 5? How come? And then, yes.
Is that a common?
You want me to stop, or Ryan, you want me to stop, or?
No, I want to know why I'm at 5.
Just a quick interjection there. Is that a common occurrence when you change teachers? What happened to Randy?
No, he's been with us for the last over 2.5 years.
I understand, but he was 20 years with Mr.
No, the 20 years is for him just to plant seeds, but they're not gonna, see, you guys have to realize your blessings are simply seeds. They need to be brought to maturity, otherwise it's only our seeds. Folks, you go to the temple, you put a bug in, that's one seed. Okay? Don't get a big head now. But then you have those seeds before a good no advisor can look at you and say, I can help this person. You don't have the seeds, nothing can be done. Nothing. Seeds have to be planted.
So
First. But then most people, they plant a seed. See, I'm a disciple of, this so and so. Yeah, you have seeds with so and so. Go back to so and so and get those seeds to mature. Yeah. See, this is where the worldly people are. They get stuck on the association. For us, it's only seeds. Yeah. Yes. And then, so now I have a bunch of 16 that I need to and stuff. And then Brian made it to 6. RJ was at second and then he made it to third this year. So non-cultivated. It baffles me. So anyway, so a bunch of 6. Now, let me tell you, 6 is very difficult to break through. Extremely difficult. Can I share a secret with you? Shh. We're not telling them, right? We're going to erase a section of the tape. Or shall I explain it in Vietnamese? And then you guys whisper to them. You can't not tell them. Yeah, you promise, right? You swear. Oh, okay. Last year, you know, I declared clearly it was stuck at 6. Last year, actually made it to 6 before canning for anyone. Okay. So last year, made it 6. I said, you at 6, hoping she'd break through, right? She stuck at 6 big time last year. Big time. No matter what I tell her, oh, Master, I like you, but yeah. I have my life. I like my life. No matter what. This is something familiar, okay? Okay. So I was trying this, and I said, I never realized Hong Kong women can be so difficult. I never had any problem with any person giving me so much trouble. You know, for you guys, I said, I fix it just like that. Before it was so easy, you know, I bring Josepha, what's the other stupid guy? Yeah, stupid guy. Oh yeah. Stupid, yeah. Would you like to know how I taught him to make it to 8? Yeah. Huh? Would you like to know? Oh, these guys, they look bad at me. One year's in cultivate, 1 year, I don't know about you. I reveal a secret with Mel. Because Mel, he has a lot of peculiar problems. So the way I help overcome it is I made him fast. I had such a good time. Every year I look at him and say, Mel, I need to try to lose another 10 pounds. So you go home and then his wife, you know, she likes to eat. You don't live with a person who likes to eat without liking to eat yourself, right? So I know they're both gluttons, just like me, okay? It's nothing personal. But, so I look at him and say, try to lose 10 pounds. You know, can you imagine going home, your wife running out cheese, and then melt like cheese, and then sweets, and then chocolate, you know, eating stuff in the face. You sit there, and you open the fridge door, it's full of food, and your wife reminds you of food, reminds you of eating. I say, lose 10 pounds, my boy. It's a big struggle for him. But every time he did it, and then he would do it like what? He see those stupid engineers. They only see end results. So